Hello, this is a tutorial for the OBJ2Voxel program I made in Unreal Engine 4.27. It allows you to upload or load in an OBJ file if you 3D model one yourself, or download one off a website like Turbo Squid or something, you know. You can load that model into here. It will voxelize the outer shell of the model. Anywhere there's an overlap, it'll put a block. And yeah, then you can view the slices. The slices work different than these pictures. You'll see in a minute. Like all the previous slices they're all visible also. Yeah, so you can download it here from the website, or I downloaded it through the itch.io launcher. I guess that's what it's called. I just updated this as of the upload of this video, but the first version was like a year and a half ago, and then I didn't touch it forever. But like, I got save and load functionality added in now, so I figured I'd make a video on how to use this thing. But let's launch it. Oh no, let's take a look. This is what the files look like when you install the game, wherever you put it. This is the install folder. I put a models folder here. You can put your models here if you want. It's fine. And then in Minecraft build helper folder, saved and save games. That's where your saves are going to be when you save a build. But wherever you're loading a model from, you're going to want to right click anywhere up here and copy address as text. So I just did that, and then I got to remember that name, low poly _ max. Okay, so let's start this thing up. Oh, I'm looking around, and then I will allow that. And so all the way at the bottom of the world, this is bottom of Minecraft, like -60. That's where like the bedrock is. Let's see, as we go up, that's accidental, but that's actually where 0 is in the Minecraft world. So I just left it. There's sea level. It's like level 63, and then all the way up at the top, this is build limit. That is yeah, 319. But if we back out a ways, let's hit tab as it says on the screen. Now here in the file location for loading a model, we click in there, we can paste, Control V, or we can paste that in. That's what we right clicked and saved. And then the file name was, let's see, slash, it was low poly _ was it max.obj, low poly _ max. Yes, it was. Then we load the model, and they load in at 0, like in the world, and they load in pretty small unless you save your model like really large in like Blender or whatever program you use. So I have to, or you would want to scale up 1, 2, 3, 4. You have however big you want your model, but you're probably always going to have to scale up before you can see it. Also, the bounding box for this model is like tall. This particular model, it's tall, but it's probably kind of thin. The bounding box is like it's tall and thin right here. I don't know why it's like that, but before you make your build, you'll want to make sure that you rotate your model. The model was rotated like this in the 3D program. The code that creates this model, it builds it sideways for some reason. So you just gotta make sure you rotate. You probably will anyway, but you want to rotate it up and down. And you can, make it face yourself. You can move the model up one block at a time. So you can put like maybe the feet at the sea level. And let's see. We'll make it a little bigger in the viewport. And yeah, you can turn the ruler on and off. Model visibility for any reason, you can turn it on or off. If you need to delete this mesh and load a new one, you can do that here. Any blocks, when we generate them, you can delete those here. But let's generate blocks to see how this works. And yeah, so it tells you how much you got left. It'll give you a block count at the end of it. And let's just sit back and relax. Have a sip of Dr. Pepper. And you can go much larger than this if you want. If you're building like a gigantic coliseum or something with, columns, or I don't know, any kind of big build. A gigantic dragon coming around the parapet of a castle. I don't know. You can make it gigantic. It takes longer and longer, like the bigger your builds. It might take a while. You might have to watch a YouTube video or two before it gets done, or in the time it would take. But this is almost there. Oh yeah, the amount you can scale an object. Sometimes you'll hit scale up and it just scales real slow. You can crank up the amount. You can turn this up to like 100 or something, and then it'll scale up and down a lot faster to get your model dialed in. 4%, 2%, 1%. Done. Okay. And then it makes your models hollow. So they're all hollow inside, so it'd be nice, you can build a base inside your builds, or whatever you want to do. But yeah, saving. I'm going to save a build. Well, if we go to load build, there's no saves in the save folder. So I want to save this as lady sitting. Oh, that's a good title. Save. And we hit load, so there's a save in there now, and in your save folder. We can delete all these blocks. It was 5,343, so no blocks are in the world. Now we can load lady sitting, and they just load in. So no more having to build or anything. 5,343. Same number of blocks. So we're good. So slice mode. I think that's the last thing to show. You can turn on slice mode, and then if you go slice zeros at it's basically nothing, but yeah, so first slice, that's the bottom of her foot, the bottom of her high heel. And then let me get closer here so you can see like how you need to build. Once you get a layer built, then you just go up a slice, and then you can kind of tell, you can see like the next slice how it needs to get built. The oscillating colors that kind of help with that. Yeah. And that's the next foot. then you can just go up slice by slice and build your build. Pretty simple. And then, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Yeah, so you could probably shut the video off now if you want to. I might actually just make something in Blender real quick and load it in just to show you how easy it is. So if you're headed out, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and all that good jazz. But yeah, if you want to hang out, I'm going to make something in Blender real fast. I don't know, like a car or something. Something that takes like a minute, 2 minutes. I have it preset to load an Unreal Engine model. Yeah, so let's move that out the way. But that is 2 units in the engine. So, I mean, that is like as tall as Minecraft Steve, you know? So if you want to make something that's, yeah, properly sized, it's a good little thing to eyeball. Yeah, let's throw a cube in. Edit, G on the Z, and hold Control down. That'll snap that like that. Maybe scale on the X. Maybe Control R and put a couple of loops. And then scale those loops on the X. Go to face select mode and grab that face. Extrude it upward. And scale that on the X. And take the whole thing and scale it on the Z. It's a little bit better. And then put a cylinder. Can R on the X, 90 degrees. And we can scale it on the Shift Y. Yeah. And scale it on the Y to make them come out just a little. We can G on the X. And then Shift D on the X. I mean, that looks kind of horrible. Those should go up more. G on the Z. That looks horrible. Anyway, yeah, we could shift click that also. Control J to join all that. Yeah, we can export that file. Export as an OBJ, which is right here. And I want to call that I'll just call it car OBJ. And I suppose, yeah, I kind of need to put it, I'm going to put it in the itch.io games LMNO, yeah, OBJ models, car OBJ. So let's go back, tab, delete all the blocks, and then, so that's already in, so we can just go car OBJ dot OBJ, yeah. Load the model, there it is down there. Scale. It actually came in upright. I'm kind of surprised. So let's see what happens, I guess. Generate. Okay. Okay. That did pretty good. $18, $12. All right, 2,700 blocks. Just gonna take a look. Yeah, there's no holes, no seams. The car is hollow. Very cool. Oh, let's save it. We're gonna save it as just car. Now in the load area, yeah, I can choose to do that one or that one. Cars, and I actually do want to delete all the blocks. Load a build, we'll load car. Oh, her legs came back. Well, that's a fix I need to do. Current slice, 44. Yeah, that should have cleared. Delete all blocks. I wonder. Yeah. Okay, I think I got it figured out. I wasn't clearing an array on the data side. I was clearing the array of blocks that are visual, but there's an array that keeps track of things in code. Yeah, I wasn't clearing that, so let's try this again. Let's save lady. Save. And then if I delete all of her blocks, I should be able to, yeah, so it shows. We can load her up. Slice mode. We can do, I'm going to try to replicate what I did before. I think it was around slice 44, so I don't know. It was just a handful of blocks. So delete the blocks. And then load car OBJ. .obj. Load the model, scale it up, some scale amount. Yeah, then it scales a lot more. That's good enough. Generate blocks. This will just take a few seconds. And then I'll save this as car. Okay, none remaining. Save. Car. Delete all blocks. Now if I bring the car back, there should not be any of the lady blocks in there. Load it. Yeah, there we go. And it's only a handful of slices long or tall. We should start getting to it. Yeah, there we go. And 0's got no blocks. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. Perfect. All right, well that's it. This is, I recompiled it and re-uploaded it, so I hope you enjoy, and I hope it helps you make your builds. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, like button, subscribe button, all that jazz. I'll see you next time.